Peace and light, that old guy Australia. Like, subscribe, share on Instagram, YouTube, and here on Facebook for a bit. Now, look, I've got to tell you this. I wanted to do this better than I'm doing it. I apologise straight up front. But this is so important, I need to tell you. Do you remember about 18 months ago, if you were in contact with somebody who tested positive, you were ordered to isolate for 14 days. In fact, you had to report it, and then the police would check on you to make sure you hadn't left home or done anything naughty. And people were going batshit crazy, dobbing in their friends and family and relatives because they'd been out, I saw them at the shop, you know, all this kind of stuff. People getting fined. By the way, all the fines are dropped. That's another story. Right? Now, I want to tell you how much bullshit and how false this narrative is. You need to take notice of this. And you know somebody who follows this hysterical narrative, you need to send them over to big old Owie on that old guy Australia. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have some friends. They both got a sniffle. They weren't that bad. They got a sniffle. So they tested themselves. They were negative. They tested again. They were negative with the RAT test, which, by the way, prior to December the 31st, this just gone, was banned from use. You weren't allowed to use it. You couldn't do an RAT test and then go to work. How much shit is that? Now it's the gold standard. How about that? That's right. Now, I have some friends, right? So they tested negative. One of them suddenly tested positive. Lo and behold, they weren't allowed to go to work. But their partner was, because they tested negative, despite having symptoms. And guess where they work? Aged care. Aged care. No fucking lockdown. No isolation. No 14 days at home. No reporting to police. No recording it on a fucking website. Nothing. Nothing. They were allowed to go to work. They were a close contact. How much shit is this? They're about to lock us down again. Produce masks, more face nappies for the bloody sheeple. They're going to go through it all again because Ted Ross, the terrorist, demands it. Over on the Who. Now, I have a group of blokes. This is funny. Went golfing. Slept in the motel together. They've all tested positive. Except for one or two. Now they're close contacts. They're all together. Golfing, drinking. You know, who knows? So they pulled out of the club championships. They're not allowed to play golf. They can't do anything. Except the ones who didn't test positive. They tested themselves and they were negative. They went and played golf. Last week, the New South Wales Department of Health stated you could test yourself 10 times negatively, but still be positive. Because the RAT test isn't that accurate. It's the gold standard. Scotty from marketing told us. It's the gold fucking standard. See? Now, if it can't detect what you've got and doesn't know what you've got and doesn't know whether you're infectious, how's it a fucking gold standard? And you people are going, woo, 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 woo. You need to wake up yourselves. They're about to lock us down again. And it's going to be brutal. Brutal. I'll start with the face nappies, then they'll lock you down. Because the cases are increasing. And they'll say, well, we tried to be lenient. We tried to give you some leeway. We tried to let you go and look what's happened. You said you didn't want it, and now look what you've done. You've got to fucking spoil it. You're all sick. There's all these variants. The variants just happen to be the exact same as the ADVERSE reactions. Go look them up. There's no variant. That's what the variant is. Peace and light. That old guy Australia, going for a barbecue. Have a great Saturday.